Hey everybody, welcome to our Thanksgiving edition of the Wall Street Winners. So all you Wall Street winners, hang on there. Let's get right into it here. All right, whoa, I'm giving thanks for this every single week. Okay, so the S&P is continuing to flirt with a breakout above the top end of this gigantic rectangle formation that we've been going through. Now, the fact that it's broken through twice suggests that we're going to break through forever. So that all we're doing is we're hammering, and we will finally follow through. That's what normally happens. It normally doesn't fail after it's surmounted those old highs several times. So we'll keep an eye on this, but right now, let's call this bullish. Now, let's take a look over at the Dow. The Dow solidly broke up there to new all-time highs. It's staggering once it's up there. But let's take a look. Buying pressure is still above selling pressure. Even though the market dipped a little bit during the week, buying pressure was higher. That's very interesting to me. The second thing is the ADX turned down a little bit. That's the black line, which suggests we're still in a neutral market. And we've been in a neutral market for almost 2 weeks. But over the long run, this still looks pretty bullish to me. The NASDAQ, we broke to new all-time highs 2 weeks ago, but haven't been able to make it above there again. So same thing here, also in a trading range, in a neutral market here. Now, it's a mini neutral market, so the next breakout is going to be the breakout, and it should be to the upside. We're in a seasonally bullish period. We'll get to that in a second. Fundamentals remain bullish. Look for a breakout to the upside. Here we go. We're on a seasonal buy signal, so that means every time I issue a stock recommendation in our fully paid up members section, I am putting on at least a 50% larger position than I normally would because we've got a strong tailwind here. Look at that IWM. That's a strong bull market. Utes bullish, but the last week we took a dive and then stabilized late in the week. But notice that the purple predictor was strong. It didn't really break down much. It broke down, but not as much, and it's now bullish. So look for the Utes to turn around and start to go back up again. But both charts are bullish. From a Stock Trader's Almanac, look at this. We're in a period now where all we should see is bullish price action, basically until the end of the year. So this is the tailwind that I'm talking about. We've broken out to basically new highs. Look for the market to continue to move higher into the new year. Asset allocation moved a little bit in favor of the bonds. No big deal here. This was the real shocker. Our stock market riskdicator moved to a new high, showing that the market is saying, you know what, we're getting frisky here. We think this market's going to move higher. Let's take more risk. We don't want to hunker down. We don't want those bonds. We don't want those consumer staples. And as you just saw, we don't really want those Utes anymore. Give us some wild and sexy stocks. Global shares made a new all-time high on Friday. So they're actually a little bit stronger than what we're seeing here in the U.S., where notice we're in a flat pattern in the U.S., but here we're slanting higher. Really got to get me some of those global shares. Yield curve remains pretty high compared to recent past. We're seeing a slow move to a more positive yield curve. This is creeping more bullish. Not wildly bullish, not crazy bullish, just moving in a bullish direction. Not great, but not bad. Bonds did a real sharp move up. Purple predictor was bullish. This is what I'm saying. I mean, we did put more money into bonds and take it out of the stock market, and that's one reason why the stock market didn't break higher. Bond key factors still remain looking for higher yields on bonds. So that would actually be lower prices, higher yields. But we're not getting it this week. I think in the coming week, we'll probably see the rally in the bonds. Let me go back there. It's probably going to peter out here at 162. Don't look for much higher prices from here. Dollar slipping lower, but it's amazing. There's a real divergence between different currencies. So this chart is the US dollar is heavily weighted towards the euro, and the euro is slightly bullish against the dollar, but the yen is very bullish against the dollar. Gold. Now, if the dollar is a bit weak, we should see gold moving higher, but it's not. Now, when something gets bullish news and goes down, that's actually very bearish. So this really makes me nervous about the gold market. Why isn't the gold market going down? I'm sorry, why isn't it going up? When the dollar is going down, it's like there's something else going on here. Something else going on here. Now, you should take a look at our YouTube channel. I think it's youtube.com/Courtney Smith. Take a look at that. I put out a special video on the platinum market in the last week because I'm very bullish on platinum. But I can't get excited about gold yet. And if it breaks that 1840 level, you really got to get short. Our gold key indicators are basically all bullish. Even the top one is breaking to new highs. So everything's bullish, but gold is going down. That's very bearish. A market shouldn't go down in the middle of bullish news. So that makes me very nervous and makes me really interested in maybe getting short gold. I know that sounds weird, but there you go. You have to look at the facts. You always have to look at them with plain, fresh eyes every week. You can't get married to your old positions. Crude oil is doing just what I said it would do. We're now in a consolidation zone, probably between 40, 44, something like that. And Bitcoin, I told you, is bullish. We've been bullish now before the breakout, and we remain bullish. So we're up about 6. I didn't buy it in the real world. I always like to reveal what my positions are, but I'm not long Bitcoin in the real world. Unfortunately, I called it, but didn't buy it. One of the things to consider here is the purple predictor is getting more and more bullish every day. So this looks like a sustainable rally that could go much higher. All right, freebies, love having you here. Fully paid up members, hang on just 1 second.